So the idea that we might spend 5,000 stamina right now and miss out on, let me get the number, almost 1.4 million gold for the same amount of stamina it's crazy. How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to my channel and welcome to day 10 in our free-to-play series for the beautiful game Watcher of Realms. Today we have a specific video really focused on what I consider to be the hardest decision I've had to make for this account so far. When to farm gold, how are we going to do it? We're going to do it right now. I really walk you through my thinking. I try to be as comprehensive as possible. Hope you guys really enjoy it and you learn something from this. Let's hop on in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
All right, friends, so day 10 in our Watcher Realms free-to-play series. Let's get right on into it. So if you didn't catch yesterday's video, I'll card up to it now, but it was all about gold, right? This is a problem tons of us have when we exit that really, really early game part where we're still loaded up with all our beginner resources that they gift us. And as you can see, we do have a bit, but I'll explain how we got there and everything. So a very abridged version for anyone that didn't catch yesterday's video, but I really suggest you go check it out. It's a pretty good one. What you're gonna need to farm gold as efficiently as possible, and this is really the only way to properly do it so far in the game. You get a gold bonus, you activate it. You can see we have that active now. I'll explain it in a minute. You go to raids. Well, first off, you go to the campaign. Make sure you have already. Go to hard campaign and then clear chapter 8, which I haven't yet. So you clear chapter 8 in the hard campaign. And I don't know what it is because I can't see it yet, but I presume it's probably gonna be the same thing as with the experience raid in the normal campaign. So that would be hard 8-4. You guys that are further in the game can let me know. So you do that, you unlock gold raid 7. This is the most efficient place to farm gold. And actually, if you look, we haven't unlocked chapter 8 of the hard campaign at all yet. So we haven't even unlocked that. So why is it so important? Why is it so necessary? And why haven't we done it while already having activated our gold bonus? Well, chapter 5 here, where we have been farming, you get 16.8k, right? So if we do some quick math, I think that's 33.6k with the 2x gold bonus active for 24 hours. Then here we have 18.75k. So I believe that would be 37.5k if you have your 2x active. And these are only going up by increments of 2 stamina, guys. You see? 22, 24, but then if you go up to stage 7, you're talking 27k, that's 54k with your 2x for only 2 more experience than stage 6 and only 4 more experience than at stage 5. So it's really essential. And very quickly, of course, I talked about it in yesterday's video, but to get that gold bonus, the only proper way to do it is you go to the guild shop, you save up your guild tokens, and then once a week, you can buy this gold bonus for 450 guild coins. And you see, we actually just did that. So if I'm saying this is how you have to do it, this is the efficient way to do it, why didn't I do it? Well, probably this is gonna be the title of the video, but this is the hardest decision we have had to make so far in the game. But we need gold. And I actually think there's no way, even if I can push and grind right now and get to chapter hard 8-4 or whatever it is to unlock gold 7, there's no way we can farm it efficiently right now without building up a ton more characters to 6-star or without leveling our gear. And I think leveling or enhancing our gear, that is the way to do it. But then it's, you know, a bit of a catch-22 we're dealing with, because the way you level enhance your gear, of course, is with gold. So we need it. And I think there's no way we're gonna properly push through and get to the most efficient state without settling for some inefficiency. And this compounds even further for us, and the reason I'm very confident we can't do it if we get to stage 8 and we clear chapter H8-4, if we get to stage 7, is because even right now, I'll put a screenshot from my mobile on the screen right now, we actually are clearing stage 7 more inefficiently than we are clearing stage 6, excuse me. Just because we run out of time. Like only one guy or sometimes 0 guys squeak through, but I can't kill all 70 monsters that we face. I'll just quickly demonstrate. Let's just use one of these. Can quickly demonstrate here. Actually, is that a new, look at that. It's a new little thing they created. I didn't know that. Friendship points redemption. All right, we'll check that at the end. I guess this is a new thing added with the update. We'll talk about the update in a whole other video. But this is what it's all about today. So we'll go in here. I'm not gonna do auto fight because I don't want to waste. So you can go here. So it's H7-8 for us, and I have 3-starred it, which just means like I cleared it. without all my characters dying, which would never be an issue here. But you can just see the way they rush through, blah, blah. And these guys are much stronger than your average guys. So you'll see Amani can do her ult, and she's not one-shotting these guys at all. Oh, I guess she did there. But it's really the glowing guys. These big guys have a monster HP pool already. So I can just demonstrate quickly now. This is not a real run, guys. Don't worry. I'll show you the real run we're doing on stage 5 right now. You can just see he's got a ton of HP. If you go to the monster manual, so we have our normal legendary goblins, but then it's the mythic goblins. These are the real trouble, man. Look at that, full HP stats. Common armor, pretty easy. He doesn't put out any damage, but he's basically has the same HP pool as the big boy, or I'm sure close to it. He's really difficult, and he wastes a ton of our time. So we can't even do stage 6 yet efficiently. So we're stuck on stage 5. And I basically, it's the hardest decision we have to make so far. And I'm gonna go into the statistics right now. So let me pull up, I made a little, got into the Google Sheets, got that thing going there. So let's do a little window capture. There we are. So you can see I drew this little thing up for y'all. The thing on the bottom, I'll scroll up later. That's for the end. But this is really just to articulate how inefficient it is to do what we're doing, but I really feel like our hands are tied, and at some point you have to sacrifice efficiency in the short term for just being able to make progress and eventually get to efficiency faster in the long term. I hope that makes sense. Basically, this is the fastest way we can get to max efficiency by clearing hard and getting to stage 7, but that's going to take longer and longer and longer if we just wait and don't settle for a little inefficiency now. So I think in the long run, we are probably making the right decision, but it's a frustrating decision for sure, as I will articulate now. So you see here I have the stages. I'm only doing 5, 6, 7. If you're any lower, I mean, you might have to, but this is where I'm at. So I think this is probably where a lot of people are getting stuck. I have the amount of gold, the amount of stamina. So from a simple calculation, gold divided by stamina for each stage, we get the gold per stamina spent. So per single stamina. So for every 1 stamina at stage 5, we are getting about 764 gold. For stage 6, it's about 781, and then it's all the way up to 1,038 or 39 per stamina at stage 7, and that's significant, right? You can see here I calculated the efficiency. So assuming max efficiency, we're using the denominator here to get a little mathy of 1,038.5. So the max efficiency would be you're farming 1,038 out of 1,038, right? So 100% efficiency, obviously, at stage 7, and then down to 75.2 when you're getting 781 out of the potential 1038, and then all the way down to 730.5. However, worth noting here, let's do a quick highlight. These numbers are pretty close, right? And then I further articulate it here by just doing a little separate math. So stage 7 would be 36% more efficient, right? And I'll articulate this right here. So and then it would be 32.9% more efficient for stage 6. So 36 for stage 5, about 33 for stage 6. So if we go just compare stage 5 to stage 7, let's just say we had 5,000 stamina to use, and we use all of it and it works out perfectly, right? Just with the math, that's exactly how many runs we can use. I'm just making an example here. With 5,000 stamina, nice and simple, multiply it by gold per stamina, we're left with 3.8 million gold or so, right? We would get 36% more gold for the identical amount of stamina spent here, right? So for 5,000 stamina at stage 7, that is, about 5.2 gold, right? So that's like 1.4. We'll do some quick math here to find the exact difference for y'all. 1 second. Look at that. So we're basically missing out. If we were already at max efficiency, we're missing out on 1.374 million gold. And like when you're hurting for gold, like I think all of us are, that's a ton to miss out on. However, I think it's going to take us forever to get to stage 7 if we can't even be farming stage 6 efficiently. So what is the vision I have for us and what I'd suggest for other people stuck in the same situation when you really feel like your hands are tied and you're out of options? Well, let's go back to the game, and I'll just do a quick run of gold 5 just so you can see it going in the background. Find where it is most efficient. So I would be doing stage 6 if, let's say we were doing, still getting 18K, so almost 100% of the max gold we could get. But no, we're down to, you'll have seen the screenshot, but it was like 15 or 16K for 2 more energy when we could be getting 16.8K, and everything doubled obviously with the bonus. So I'll do just one quick auto fight. So I think the plan is we've farmed a lot of gear, which I'll show you in a second, from the Gear 2 event, the tournament we had live. And I think we need to level some of that stuff up and beef up our characters. Then I think pretty quickly we'll be able to farm stage 6 efficiently. And then once I feel like, okay, we made progress, we have some gear, we can push into hard, then we can test it out by doing some damage in chapter 8 of hard, unlocking stage 7, and then maybe, who knows, by the end of the day, because I'm going to use a ton of energy, guys. We're going to use thousands of stamina. But for now, this, you can see how efficiently we're doing this now. We should do it with about 30 seconds to spare. So plenty wiggle room. No one's squeaking through so far. This is where we have to settle, and it sucks. You guys, anyone that's been watching me for years now knows these little things drive me crazy. Like even when I miss a login reward or miss to do one quest, that stuff drives me crazy. So the idea that we might spend 5,000 stamina right now and miss out on let me get the number, almost 1.4 million gold for the same amount of stamina it's crazy. Like 36% more efficient. We're settling for, what is it, 73% efficiency, 73.5% efficiency of what we could be pulling off. That's so annoying. But that's that, you know. Like I think you reach a point in any gacha games built like this, it's all about gear, right? It's all about improving your weapons, your breastplates, this, and this, and upping your stats. As you can see now, lots and lots of gold gear. Some champions do have them all plus 12. Some champions are stuck with some purple gear. You know, some champions, let me find a good example. Oh God, why do they keep doing it like this? Oh, we got to go to more champions, excuse me. You know, plus 8 on our amazing Nocturne, right? Really missing out. I want to find someone with some red gear that's under leveled. Here, like we can't even bring Nyx's weapon to plus 16. You know, is it the best weapon in the world? No, but it's a great set bonus. You know, it does have some crit rate, does have some attack bonus. And now we can do it because we have been farming. I will do that right now. It's super expensive though. Look, 25K per attempt with a tiny chance. So now hopefully we can afford to do it because we've been settling for stage 5. Which it's a tough decision to make, but that's where we've ended up. Oh my God, you see how costly this is? We were at like 330K. We've already burned through 200. We might not even pull it off right now. So we're gonna need millions of gold. There we go. Finally, we got it. We don't care about the healing effect, but we do get the big bonus on the flat stat, and it just feels nice. And guys, this would be a good time to do it, I will say, and this will be a good transition out of this. But the final thing I wanted to mention is we do have Tales of the Smith up. The rewards are pretty stinky, if I do say so myself. But, I mean, if you're like me, we can't just sit around for the next time we have a good event. You got to keep progressing. So sometimes, like, to be as efficient as possible and progress in as few days as possible through a game, you are going to have to settle for some unsavory situations like this. So yeah, it was a hard decision. I thought about it for like over an hour, but I really think it's what we have to do. It's really annoying. Okay, let's transition now out of this. Just do a quick run through of events. We're gonna have a lot of content coming out these next few days. So just some housekeeping, guys. We have an event coming, and we have 2 new 10Xs on these special characters. So you can see here, we're gonna have a rate up 10X on the amazing Arrogance and Razak. We'll do videos breaking down their kits. I should not have clicked out of that. We have the Abyssal Nexus, where we're going to have a special 10x on a limited champion, which you can guarantee with 250 summons. On Captain Reeve, we'll make a video on that. And then finally, a Divine Summoning limited rate up. How is that different than this? Oh, this is the event. One is for normal summons, one is for legendary summons, I guess. But yeah, so it looks like we got two different 10x's on 3 different champions this weekend. Should be pretty cool. The treasures of the event, treasures in the deep event just showed up. You can get a crazy mythic artifact. This looks fantastic. Increases block by 1. Everyone, you have to go get this. Like whoever your main guy is, like for me, it's going to be probably Baron or Regulus. You want to put this on. They're going to go from 3 block to 4 block. It's just amazing. Class limited to defender, so unfortunately you can't put it on a fighter or something. And then you got a Siren who does put out some great AoE. This is going to be a cool event we'll break down. And then finally, what I wanted to talk about, you guys might have heard in my video yesterday that I was really complaining that we haven't had a lot of events that give you, you know, synergistic opportunities to build your heroes, level them up, and that's something I really, really want to do. We do have a Quarter of Glory coming on Friday. So I think we'll do some pulls on Friday. Maybe we'll get lucky. But regardless, we won't do much, but we are saving. I'll show you in a second. But we are going to have a quarter of glory, which should be really fun. And you can see you can get a legendary crystal. So we want to max that event out. I guess it's probably going to be like 10,000 points. So it should be pretty hard. But if we 6-star, like 2 or 3 champions, we'll get it. And I want to do that anyway. And we got a new sign-in event coming. So lots of cool stuff coming in the Oracle trials. Like I said, we had the vault in the sand. That's what I was thinking. Also, sorry if I call it tournaments. I'm used to other games where we call it tournaments. But the Oracle trial for this one, we're probably almost certainly going to get 4th place. But this is why I was farming gear raid 2. So great transition back to our gear. So if we look here at gear, we have pieces. Excuse me. I've been farming gear raid 2. So we have red accessories. Are all of these good? No. Certainly not. Actually, these rings are stinky. You can see all flat stat mains. Very frustrating. You got to wonder about the drop rates. We do have defense percentage, but that's probably our least desirable. Amazing substats. So if there is like a defense-based champion coming out, this is something we can lock and feel really good about. If he does damage based on attack and defense. However, we've had tons and tons, because I'm only farming stage 11 in Gear Raid 2. We've had tons and tons of gold drops. So let's just hide equipped. So let's just look at attack percentage. That's what we all want. Okay, none of that. But then look, HP. This is somewhere where we really need to improve on like our tank characters, like Regulus, like Baron, our HP healers, like Vortex. So we got 3 pieces to work with there. We can go over here. Tons of stuff, right? Let's sort by attack percentage here. Okay, we got 1 attack percentage. We'll certainly level that. Let's include red as well. Look, we got 2 red, so mythic attack percentage pieces. Like, this is a flat attack. This is an HP. That's pretty good. This is flat attack and crit damage. Like, we're going to be leveling these, right? And then we can finally progress. So, you know, it's great to farm gear, but you need to be able to level the gear, and gold is what we need, right? Here's another attack percentage at gold. This is great with flat attack and crit damage. Yeah, I'll just show you. Let's just look at whatever red we have. So none on the rings. Yeah, we got the 2 attack percent. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, look, we have all these rings. We have 2 regen rings. We really like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any HP percentages. Terrible luck. Some more defense percentage, but like these regens could be really helpful for us. What else do we have here? So we have the attack percentages. Again, no HP. What the heck? No HP percentage. And no HP, so we don't have a single HP percentage piece, except I do think I put 1 on Regulus for now. Okay, so we literally, tons of farming, we got 1. This is a great piece though. The flat HP rolled really poorly, but we did get defense bonus. So yeah, I hope that articulates my thinking and maybe gives insight into how you guys may do some, strategic improvement into your account. There's the daily gift. I'm gonna ignore that for now. To wrap up, I'll say we've made very, very, very little progress in any of the raids and stuff. I've been doing everything I need to do daily, but the focus has been pushing campaign, which certainly gets harder towards the end of hard, like end of chapter 6 on so far has been a lot harder for us. You've been seeing our guild boss progress. Maybe we'll finally level up a Cuke, or maybe we'll already bring our Komodo to 5 stars this weekend when the event comes up, so we can get some damage over time with the poisons from Cuke and the bleeds from Komodo. Should be really cool. I have been very sparingly shopping here, but whenever I can grab an energy, of course I get it. Guys, whenever you see energy here, even if it is always going to be on sale, so it's always cheaper than buying the refills. So yeah, you might be like me and be a hoarder. Excuse me, I keep clicking the wrong button. You might be hoarding over here with 36 huge stamina potions. I hope I'm not making people jealous. Let's figure out what this friendship thing is in a second. But if you see it in the Dwarven Association, buy it, because it is on discount. And if you're like me and you're always, I clicked the wrong thing. If you're always trying to keep yourself honest so you don't spend your diamonds, your gems on summons, and you want to keep buying these, like this, I would say always try to keep around 200 for when the 70 diamond cost summoning shards, summoning crystals show up here, and then also whenever energy shows up. I will say I'm usually buying the 2-star heroes just for fodder. You can see here we've got a lot. I'll show you in a second. Can I sort by rarity? Who cares? I'll just scroll for you guys. You can see we've got a lot. Maybe a better way to demonstrate would be like this. We have a lot of 2-star heroes I've been getting. I didn't really I've never expanded my thing. You see, we're just getting tight here. I don't really want to waste my gems expanding my collection of heroes. I think basically I want to only have the heroes I use, maybe an extra copy of some rares that I think I might need, or epics, obviously. And then these guys are just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna hoard them, and then I guess it's not so expensive in terms of gold and XP to get them up to 3 stars. Even outside of events, I might very quickly, I don't think we're missing out of that points, just consolidate. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And I will say one good thing with the gold raid is they do drop these heroes, so that's pretty nice. I hope that was pretty holistic, comprehensive. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I realized I said I was gonna show you how many summoning crystals we saved, and I forgot to. So, 28, looking okay. I want to quickly reiterate what I mentioned in yesterday's video in case you missed it. We are officially content creators for the game now, so very, very cool. However, that's going to come with a big decision what we do about gems, or diamonds, excuse me, because that's how they reward, a big way they reward content creators, and it's maybe a double-edged sword for us. It could be really great because the account will improve, which means I can make more content, which I can do more things, I'll have more energy, so it's more flexible, but also at what point does it stop being free to play if I'm getting gifts from the game? The idea, compromise I had, maybe, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts, but maybe after 1 month, we only use the diamonds we earn, and I make a note of how much they give us and we don't touch it, and then after 1 month we can do like we transition from free to play to like no spend. Maybe it's semantic, but you know, we're never going to spend on this account, and I think for sure we'll still progress way slower than a whale or a dolphin or someone paying, but we're going to be getting free diamonds if we choose to accept them, so it's something to consider. Unfortunately, you know, could I just make another account and accept them there? Sure, but I don't want to run 2 accounts. I've done it before and I don't want to do it. I've done it before in other games. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.